Fire Emblem Fates will be released outside of Japan soon, so I thought I'd give a brief overview of the previous entry of the series, Fire Emblem Awakening. Fire Emblem is a long-running strategy RPG series where you control an army units and complete objectives map by map. A couple of things that separate Fire Emblem from other strategy RPGs is its heavy focus on a big colorful cast of unique characters, each with their own personality, strengths, and weaknesses, and its use of permadeath, where if a unit's health reaches 0, they die and are unusable for the rest of the game. Awakening continues the Fire Emblem tradition by making most of the cast bland and forgettable and having pretty much nobody die. So here's how the game runs down. Spoilers. You do an oogly boogly honest prologue that of course doesn't make any sense, and then you wake up in the middle of the field with no memory besides your name. You can customize your appearance ranging anywhere from a little bitch boy to a future stripper. Don't worry about what you look like since everyone wants to have your babies anyway. So this blue-haired dude named Crom and his sister find you, and both of them are giving you the old bedroom eyes. Introductions happen and you go to save some burning huts. Frederick takes his big heart-throbbing silver lance and one-shots everyone for like 10 chapters. Every nearby female gets pregnant with Fred's seed. Everything is on fire. Zombies. This guy shows up and helps you. You get a prissy, a horse lady, a pothead, a frat bro, and another pothead, cowboy bebop, pie girl, and this guy. None of them matter since you have Big Dick Frederick. The next country over kidnaps a 7-year-old and his babysitter, and a ratchet-ass king throws a bunch of dragons at them and chops their heads off. Turns out they're trying to start a war because they ran out of skin cream or something. So then they try to kill Crom's little sister, who's the queen. You get a furry bait and a diabetic. Some people try to kill Crom, and it turns out that this guy is actually a girl, Lucina. So some people look at Lucina and are like, I'm hitting that. But some people also have shit taste because Cordelia's best girl. Anyway, asshole kidnaps the queen and is all like, I'm a killer unless I get my skin cream. But then she jumps to conclusions and goes splat. At some point you also got best girl, teen dad, pedo shit, titty lady, and dude lady. Okay, I gotta stop here and talk about titties. Like, I like titties just as much as the next guy, but there's gotta be a line here. Anime chicks can be attractive, sure, but it's no excuse to fill the game with booty and cleavage to get basement dolls to jack off into cartel. Hold on for a second. So anyway, you get a stripper and you go face asshole. He drops some fresh beats, but Crom spits the dopest rhymes you ever heard. Like, that shit was so slick, it was almost hotter than Cordelia. This ends asshole's entire career. People are happy. Crom can bang like all these girls, but he marries Pie Girl after talking to her like 4 times. And went something like, oh, I really like pies.
Oh, really? What's your favorite pie?
Oh, that'd be, the pizza pie.
Oh, pizza pie, ha ha ha, more like pizza.
Shit. Be a pizza shit. Get out of town. So 2 years pass and everyone bangs and has kids, but these dudes from outer space come blasting in and wrecking shit left and right like a bunch of spoiled kids at Chuck E. Cheese's. Turns out Prissy Dude was actually the highest ranked pimp promoter there, who got kicked out for being such a little pussy ass bitch. And his maid, who rides a goddamn dragon, is the only one trying to stop this asshole Walhart from taking everyone's lunch money. Turns out Lucina's actually Crom's daughter from a bad future where he knocks up one too many broads. No one knows who Lucina's mom is, and an evil ass dragon starts blowing shit up making zombies because their ugly ass is the only one who Crom didn't bang. So everyone swims across the goddamn ocean to try and give Walmart a good old fashioned bitch slap. You recruit a gold digger, the happiest man alive, a weeaboo, and a booby dragon lady. But a couple of dudes who get off by licking Wally's feet try to stop you from styling all over the sorry asses. You finally get to the capital, the walrus is already waiting for you with his posse. He drops on the illest rhymes you ever heard, but Crom's never lost a rap battle up to this point. So he spits some fire, but Waldo's flow is the best he's ever seen. You, Crom, and Wallaby go back and forth, but eventually everyone realizes it all comes down to a dick comparing contest. You and Crom pull out your dicks, but then Wallaroo whips his out, and it's like 3 times the size of both of you combined. Crom and you pair up and work together to chop off his dick. He runs back into his castle, and you chase after him. He makes his final stand, and it goes like, nah, I wasn't even in my final form. So Walla pulls out his other dick, which is even bigger, and he named it Wolfberg. Crom breaks down and he's like, Nani? It's even bigger than Sumiya-chan's. And you're like, Crom-kun, don't you give up on me! But it's looking pretty bad, like Walrein might single-handedly end both your careers at the same time. But wait, what's this? Uh-oh, big bad Frederick's here to save the day, and he takes his big old silver lance and he shoves it down Walter's throat. He realizes that this situation is getting pretty gay, and although he is supportive of all sexual orientations and believes that no one should be discriminated or shamed for being attracted to men or women, he just doesn't swing that way, so he gives up and he jumps off a cliff. Well, hold your horses, ladies and gentlemen, because we are just getting to the good part. Turns out, Walhart was running for the president of the world because he was trying to stop the evil dragon bitch in the future, and you just kicked his sorry ass. But wait, there's more! Turns out, that evil dragon bastard is actually you after you snort too much heroin and inject too much marijuana. As the saying goes, what the hell? We ain't done, folks. Turns out, Booby Dragon Lady is actually God, and you gotta go back home so she can turn you Super Saiyan after you perform the Awakening. Boom! Title drop.
Excellent!
You do that and go to the center of the earth where the big ass dragon is waiting for the planets to align. You hop on that ass just like midgets on your mother and you prepare for the greatest battle of all time. But your evil twin cheats and tries to kill everyone before the game even starts. This looks bad. You might even die here. Oh wait, I lied. You have Frederick. He goes one wing named on all his bitches and he knocks them all out with Shaolin Showdown no Jutsu. Boom! A critical hit. It's super effective. Pasta barista baby. See you in hell. We got a new world champion, folks. Alright. Settle down. Now let's pack up and get the hell out of here. So anyway, that's pretty much how Fire Emblem Awakening goes. As you could tell, the story was total garbage with only a few strong points. 9.5 out of 10. Would fap again.